This is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a replay of today's full show.
It's Josh and Chantel, and it's Thursday, October 17th. On today's show, a fire station tragedy.
Yeah, you have a trigger word, and the word is tragedy, and every time it happens, you sing that veggies song.
Who doesn't want to sing that veggies song? It's a good song.
Tragedy! Yeah, that one. All right.
A sour cream tub of ranch dressing.
To dip a whole hamburger in.
What?
Yeah.
A list of people we like. Take that lunch break.
No, you not like take that like you're punching it.
Take that.
No, it's you should take that lunch break.
Take your lunch break.
Yeah, and don't feel guilty about it, Chantel. It's a break for you to take.
I know.
It's allotted in your schedule.
I know.
Use the time.
The N64 is making a comeback.
Yep.
There's not really a whole lot of exciting games on there.
Whatever. All of them. Every single one. Banjo-Kazooie!
No. I dragged a trash bag of clothes around the backyard. I did not.
You did too.
I did not.
You did too.
Josh wrote this. A haunted house specifically designed for each of us, and they are terrifying.
Yeah.
My mom likes our videos and thinks Josh needs to be nicer.
Yeah, I think she needs to watch more of the videos and see what really goes on in this place.
My mom is my number one fan. Only veggies and dark chocolate for Chantel.
Yep.
Our daughter will never forgive Josh for being late to pick her up from school.
Wonder where she learned how to hold a grudge.
We live in a house of enabled women.
Yep.
Josh's pillow might have been a cold foot.
It wasn't. It was not.
And we have a gallon-sized bag of sauce packets.
These are all
Wasteful
facts.
or resourceful?
Nah, it's good. It's good. Thanks for checking out the show. You can hear it live every weekday morning on Classy 97 and on our free Classy 97 app.
Free?
Yeah, it's free. Just search for Classy 97 in your app store and you can download and install that bad boy. And hey, if you're new to the podcast, welcome. Thanks for listening. I'm Josh.
I'm Chantel.
Yeah, we are the hosts of Wake Up Classy 97.
We are. Josh and Chantel.
Yo, yo, yo. And we hope that you'll subscribe wherever you listen. And if you rate the show, that helps us grow. So thanks for doing that. And we're now on YouTube. So if you want to see some of what goes on behind the scenes, you want to see what our faces look like, we've got some video for you. Yeah, we do.
We do have a face.
We have faces, both of us. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we would appreciate that. Just search for Wake Up Classy 97 or Classy 97 KLCE and subscribe today.
And enjoy today's show.
Hey, Chantel.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hi, girl.
What's up?
Nothing.
I mean, us. We're awake.
We are awake.
So, there's
was
that.
a rough one this morning.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Well, it's dark and it's rainy.
Yeah.
And it's early.
And I was getting some real good sleep.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah. I think any sleep at this point is real good sleep. So I was pretty excited about sleeping too. I didn't want to stop that.
No.
But you got to get up and you got to get to work and you got to seize the day. So here we are, Thursday.
You're the worst.
I know. It's National Mulligan Day. It's inspired by golf.
I was going to say.
Where you get a do-over.
Yep.
But this,
I take a lot of those.
You get to sort of do this anything you need a second chance at. It's Mulligan Day.
Oh, I feel like we should give people more second chances. Or third or fourth or fifth chances if they need it.
Yeah, sometimes. You got to fail until you don't. So anyway, officially National Mulligan Day today. It's National Get Smart About Credit Day. Yeah, whether that's credit cards, getting a financial advisor, get your credit score, talk about the steps you can take to improve your credit. It's Credit Day.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. It is Women in Military Service for America Memorial Anniversary.
Wow.
I feel like I said a bunch of words.
You did, but that's a great day to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, women in military.
Yes, it is Spreadsheet Day.
I love a good spreadsheet.
I know you do. Do you get into it and do the formulas and everything?
Yeah.
Do you get really deep into them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean by that? I do formulas where I add columns or rows or something.
You'll sum them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's kind of my favorite part.
Is building all of the math into it?
Yeah, and then you can separate things and color code things and spreadsheets.
Conditional formatting?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's some fancy stuff.
It is fancy.
Conflict Resolution Day.
No.
Yeah?
Don't resolve them. Just live in it.
It's National Pay Back a Friend Day.
Oh.
You owe a friend some money?
I actually do.
Well,
yes, we owe a
pay
friend
back
for
a friend
some
today.
hockey tickets.
Okay. Harry Potter Book Day. Let's see. Wear Something Gaudy Day. Oh. Is this hoodie gaudy?
It's yellow.
That's not what I asked.
Some could consider that color gaudy.
Like mustard.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I like it, but some might be offended by it.
Offended?
Mine is just black and white stripe.
Nuh-uh. No way. Yes. Imagine that. It's Forgiven X Day. It is World Values Day, Credit Union Day, Pasta Day, Child Poverty Day.
Pasta Day.
Man, there's a lot going on.
Child poverty. That shouldn't have to happen.
You are correct. That's what's happening.
And it's Thursday.
And it is.
Pre-Friday.
Yep. That is correct.
Poor Thursday. What a sad day.
It's like, oh, I'm on the way down. I think Thursday's a good day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like a Thursday.
It's not Friday, so people are always like, oh, it's only Thursday. Ugh. Poor Thursday.
All right. I can see what you're saying. Tuesday, I think, is worse.
Monday.
Well,
Monday.
Everybody knows about
hates
Monday, but Tuesday is like...
Everyone knows it's Monday. There was a city in Germany who built a fire station about 10 months old. This fire station
10 months ago?
Yes.
Okay, so it's fairly new.
Yeah, it's 10 months old, this fire station. It burned to the ground yesterday.
That's a problem.
They didn't have fire alarms in the fire station.
That seems like oversight. Now, I don't know how they do building codes in other countries. I know around these parts, every state has different codes as well.
Yeah.
Based on where you live because of earthquakes or
That's
flooding or whatever.
The city decided not to install the fire alarms in the station because there is no code that requires that there be any.
Yeah. So they were just saving some monies.
Maybe they were just like, there's firefighters here. They'll catch a fire.
You know what else?
If it happens.
I think they also were like, we don't really like this building. We want a different one.
Maybe. It cost $22 million.
Oy. That's insane.
There was about 170 firefighters that fought the blaze.
Yeah.
The cause has not been confirmed, but it might have been a battery charger that overheated.
Hey, good practice run on a building. That was good. Good training exercise.
The fire inspector said, this is every firefighter's nightmare. No one ever wants to have to put out their own fire station. Yikes.
And it burned to the ground. They have to completely 100% destroyed.
It's a total loss. $22 million.
Cow.
Only 10 months old.
That is wild.
Put fire alarms in your building.
Yeah, fire suppression systems in large buildings of a certain square footage are required in America. If you reach a certain point on the size of a building, you immediately have to have fire suppression systems.
Good job at you knowing stuff.
Well, I just know some people.
Good job, Josh.
But also, put in a smoke alarm. Come on.
Germany.
What are you doing? That feels like maybe we spent $22 million. We're going to save a little bit on not putting in a fire suppression system. However, let's go ahead and spend $25 and put in one or two of those.
Yeah, we need some of those.
Might seem like a good idea.
Sorry, firefighters.
Can't wait to see their new building. It's going to be nice. I've kind of been on a little bit of a new food tour around the fast food restaurants of Eastern Idaho.
Okay.
I've done the Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's.
I also tried that.
Uh-huh. And I have done the Wednesday Whopper at Burger King, which is the purple bun Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's did the Chicken Big Mac. I tried that. And Burger King decided, we got to be weird still. We got more. We need more weird
to do.
Yeah. So this is probably one you're going to skip out on. I'm still trying to decide how I feel about it. But they have teamed up with Hidden Valley Ranch.
No, thank you.
And they are doing what they're calling the Big Dip.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Because ranch is disgusting. Ugh.
Basically, you get your burger, and then they have kind of a king-size big cup
I've seen
of
this.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Yeah, it's like a ginormous thing of ranch.
That you can fit your whole burger in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an 8-ounce Big Dip cup.
Gross.
Yeah. It's extra wide, and they've got it in New York, L.A., Chicago, Miami, Dallas, Houston, and San Francisco. From now until Friday, you can go to hiddenvalley.com, and you can buy a Big Dip ranch packet for $1.
No, I won't. Ugh.
I bet they sell out if they aren't already.
Think of what that smells like.
You love ranch when it sits there and gets that skin on it.
Especially Hidden Valley Ranch. That's the worst one. I don't mind a nice homemade ranch, but Hidden Valley Ranch.
It's so big.
It's so gross.
It's like a sour cream tub of ranch that you can dip your burger in.
Yeah, it's 8 ounces.
It's so big.
Ew.
It's wild. They are currently not available on the website. It says coming soon. So I cannot buy it just yet.
Oh, shame.
But you can go to Hidden Valley, hiddenvalley.com. Get your hands on that sour cream sized
Please don't.
ranch to dip your whole burger in.
Blah.
I mean, look, you can literally take the small one and just pour it on the burger and get the same effect if that's what you want.
Why do we need a big thing to dip our burger in? Ugh. I'm just grossed out by it. Because ranch smells... The worst smells are ranch, but then ranch when it's been dried on a plate or dried in a sauce bowl. Ugh. Gross.
And it kind of gets that, what's that color it turns?
Yeah.
Because it starts out white,
like
but then it's kind of a yellowish green.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts to peel up on the edges a little bit, gets a little flaky. Delicious. So you're not in on the Big Dip?
Nope, I'll not be partaking.
All right. I didn't think you would.
Not even kinda.
Well, you can't anyway because we don't live in one of those cities. But if I can get my hands on one of those tubs, then
what?
We'll try it.
I'm not going to. I've already told you.
Dip your whole burger in.
No, I don't want to.
Now, when it comes to sauce, you're a bit of a scooper. You don't just dunk. You like to scoop sauce with whatever you're dipping in. Is that why you think this is too much? Because you would scoop up a whole puddle of ranch.
No, it's ranch. That's the only reason. I like sauce, but I can't stand ranch. So depending on the sauce, I'd absolutely dip stuff in it. Like, I'm trying to think of a delicious sauce that I like. Like the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I'll dip something in that.
You scoop that.
Do I?
You're a scooper.
I'm a dipper.
You're a sauce scooper. You don't dunk.
Yeah,
you scoop.
I do scoop.
Yeah. Which is why you have to use so much sauce.
Yeah.
Are you upset because one ranch tub might not be enough?
No.
Because of the way you scoop?
No. It's ranch.
I try and get 2.
No.
16 ounces of ranch for your burger.
Ugh.
So good.
Gross. I just read a thing that said, who is it impossible not to like? A celebrity that is impossible not to like.
Paul Rudd's got to be on that list.
Paul Rudd is so lovable, isn't he?
I imagine there are people that are like, nah, I can't stand him.
What?
But
those people are so
I understand.
Wrong.
He's got to be on that list.
He's on somebody's list. He's on my list.
Oh, this is just a general. You don't have a list of people.
No. It's just a nice people conversation.
I see.
I would say Jennifer Garner, but you don't like Jennifer Garner for reasons that are unclear. But I think Jennifer Garner is awesome.
Okay.
She's lovable and she's kind and she does these little cooking shows and exercise shows with her mom. And she's sweet. She's just a nice person. And Dolly Parton is a nice person.
Yeah.
Who else you got? Can you think of anybody else?
I was just trying to look at a list here. Keanu Reeves is on the list.
Keanu Reeves is a nice dude.
Right. There's also, then there's all of these like really controversial people. Meryl Streep, likable.
Yeah.
Great. I really like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Likable dude.
Yes.
I think Zooey Deschanel is also likable.
Oh, Zooey Deschanel is so quirky.
Is that your impression of her?
Oh. Yes, that's right.
Wow.
I'm so quirky. Look at my bags.
Natalie Portman is on this list. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
Julia
Bullock is
Roberts.
lovely.
Let's see.
Kirk Cousins is so nice.
All right,
He's
sure.
a likable dude.
Pulling an athlete. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
Indeed.
why not? Then there's some controversial ones on here. Will Smith made the list.
Oh, I think Will Smith was.
Yeah.
Until recently.
Until then. Pick a Kardashian.
No.
There's likable on a likable
No.
list. I'm just telling you what I'm reading.
No.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
He is so nice.
Okay.
He's likable.
All right. Johnny Depp. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
J-Lo. Robert Downey
J-Lo?
Jr.
No, she's not on the list.
These are likable celebrities.
No.
And the sources are across the web.
Robert Downey Jr. Yes, I'll go for that.
IMDb put out a list.
This list that I have is he is. He's a baseball player. I think he plays for the Dodgers.
Yeah. See, you're back into sports.
It's okay. There's nice people on sports
I understand.
too.
I get that for sure.
Shohei Ohtani.
Sure.
Shohei.
Sure.
I totally.
Number one most likable celebrity on IMDb's list. Who do you think it is?
I think it's gonna be. Is it older or younger?
He's an older guy.
An older guy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Dustin Hoffman.
No.
Oh.
He's not in the top.
Dustin Hoffman should be. He's so nice.
He's
Michael
not in the top
Keaton?
10. No, not in the top 10.
I don't know then.
Number one, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
R.I.P., buddy.
Yep, number one.
Aww.
On the 30 most
Yeah.
likable celebrities according
People
to
like
IMDb.
him. And
Yeah.
Denzel Washington is a nice guy.
Although he acts like a bad guy in his
Always.
movies.
He's so good at it.
Yeah, what a good bad guy. Anyway, good list. Good question. And interestingly, Paul Rudd not on any of the lists
What?
that I read. I know.
He's number one good guy.
He's a good dude.
And hot.
All righty. Okay, I know I've tried to have lunch with you. Sometimes you're like, I'm busy. I don't have time. I can't take the lunch. And you sometimes make it seem like you feel bad about even leaving to take a lunch. And I just wanted to understand that a little bit. Was it about not taking a lunch that makes you feel better than if you did take a lunch?
What are you asking?
What? Why do you feel bad about not taking a lunch? It's allotted time that is given to you by an employer to go and have a break.
Yes. Because I have this job now, I go into my other job, a little bit later than I used to.
Okay.
So I feel like that in and of itself is kind of my lunch break, coming in later. And then I also, nobody else in the office really takes a lunch break. And so then I feel guilty being like, I'm going to go take 30 minutes. Bye.
Hey, you got to do you. I just saw the Gen Z, which is like our son and our daughter. They feel real guilt about taking a lunch break.
Really?
Apparently. Like twice a week, they're missing lunch. At least twice a week. Some of them will eat lunch just at their desk, maybe.
Yeah, but that's what I do typically.
But like they're just like eating while they continue to work.
Yeah.
They aren't taking an actual break.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Bad news for people skipping lunch.
Oh, no.
It's not healthy.
It's not that I'm skipping lunch. I'm skipping a lunch break.
You need to step away from the desk.
I know.
Even if you're still doing work, it's not a lunch break. Sitting in front of your computer, working and eating at the same time, it's multitasking. Your lunch break should be a break. You should be taking a mental break from work, recharge, reset, connect with other people, whatever it is, scroll through social media, do something, watch a TV show, stream something, whatever. You've got to do a break from the work.
A brain break.
You've got to take a break. You got to. You can't just sit and fight through it, chewing on your celery. You just can't.
Celery?
Yeah.
Who's eating celery?
I don't know. Whatever you're
not
reading.
Me.
It said you're missing out on a chance to recharge your social battery. Skipping lunch is bad for you physically and mentally. Take the break.
All right.
Take the lunch break and don't feel guilty about it.
Except there were days, because it's been so nice, I would look outside and go, oh, it would be nice to go eat outside.
Yeah.
And I should have done that. I should have taken advantage, because now the weather is tanking. So
it's still going to be nice to go sit outside
chilly.
and eat. Yeah.
It still will be. You're right.
Go outside.
All right.
Get some air.
All right.
Don't feel guilty. It's time. You're supposed to take.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Give
Fancy
me a
feast
break.
or whatever. Yeah. Nice office reference in there. Go take the break.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Eat your lunch. Not at your desk. Take the break. Just shake your head.
Well, you nodded at me like it's
I'm
your
like,
turn to
hey,
talk.
let's
but
go.
This
Let's talk.
isn't me.
Let's go. Fine. You like the N64?
I do. The Nintendo 64? Yes.
Yeah.
That's where I first played Mario Kart.
When's the last time you played a Nintendo 64?
Since the late 90s when it came out.
Do you think it came out in the late 90s?
Yeah. I would guess 1995 is when the N64 came out. That's my guess.
1996.
Oh.
Not a bad guess.
So close.
Not a bad guess. That is when it came out in Japan. I don't know when it made it to the U.S., but somewhere around that same time. Super Mario 64, Mario Kart you mentioned.
Mario Kart. Oh, so
Mario
good.
Kart 64 was great.
Was Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64 the first time Mario Kart was a game?
I don't know the answer to that.
I played Mario Kart so much on the Nintendo 64 that my thumbs would get blisters from the little, what's it called?
Joystick?
The joystick.
Yeah. Well, look at you. You'd think you'd be better at it. Look at your face. You're so mad. Well, hey, you have the little NES emulator thing that has all the original Nintendo games on it.
Yes.
We have the Switch, and we've got a couple emulators on there, too, so you can play some of the games and stuff. The Nintendo 64 is coming back as a 4K remake. So
I don't know
4K resolution graphics on the N64, which I'm confused about.
I don't know what that means.
So it's
4K graphics.
Yeah.
That means nothing to me.
It's a big deal.
Is it good?
That's good.
Good graphics.
That's good graphics.
Okay.
It's good graphics. They're calling it the Analog 3D, and it's a console that promises to perfectly emulate the original N64 hardware. It will support every official Nintendo 64 cartridge that was ever released. So you can, if you have N64 cartridges, but your N64 died, you can get this Analog 3D, plop in your N64 cartridges old school style and play the games.
Were there any other games on the N64 besides Mario Kart?
Yeah.
What?
007?
No.
Yes.
What else?
That Mario Kart and 007, that's all that matters.
Oh.
There were others, but yes. You can get this thing for about $250 within the next week, and it's supposed to be delivered early 2025.
Okay.
But it's a remake of the N64. It looks like the N64. It's called the Analog 3D, and it will play all of your N64 cartridges in 4K. And again, $250, and then you will get it early 2025.
All right. I don't think I'll be partaking.
I just thought you loved the N64 so much.
I just liked
I love
Mario
it so
Kart, but I have Mario
much.
Kart on the Switch, and so it's not needed that I need the N64. That's all.
Okay.
And for that price, yeah, I could do without it, especially if there's only just one game that I want to play.
Well, it'll play every game.
I understand that, but you just said that there's not any other good games.
There are a lot of other good games. There are a lot of Nintendo 64 games that people love.
I'm just looking at some N64 games, and meh.
The top 10 Nintendo 64 games.
What do you got? What you got?
Star Wars,
No.
Wave Race,
No.
Super Smash Bros.
No.
Paper Mario,
No.
Star Fox 64,
No.
Perfect Dark, You've not played Banjo-Kazooie?
No, it looks fun.
Oh, it's
It
great.
sounds fun.
Legend of Zelda,
Oh,
Super
I like
Mario
Legend.
64.
No.
And then, of course, the Legend of Zelda was on N64.
I always think-
Not in the top 10. Mario Kart.
Are you kidding me?
Not in the top 10.
Who made this list?
IGN. They know all about games.
They don't. They're so wrong.
Also missing from the list 007. So,
yeah.
you know,
and
that's
they put
fine.
Banjo-Kazooie on there? I just
Yeah.
looked at it. No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
It's great. Banjo-Kazooie's fantastic.
No Mario Kart. Get out of here.
Well, you have your strong opinions.
Yeah, I do. I officially pulled out my fall clothes yesterday, my fall and winter clothes, and put away my summer clothes.
Is that what that bag was that you were carrying around the yard?
Yes.
You went out to the shed and you got this big bag, and I saw you dragging it around. I went, I'll go help you. So I helped you carry it in.
I wasn't dragging it around.
You were carrying it around the yard like you were showing it all the fall colors. Like, look at this.
I didn't do that. I don't think I did that. I had a bin, like just a cardboard box in the bedroom that I would put shorts in,
I remember.
some sandals in.
Yeah.
But then the weather was so nice that I was like, I don't want to get rid of this yet. I'm still wearing shorts. I'm still wearing sandals. And I finally put it away the other day.
That's
Here's
sad.
the exciting thing about doing that. I was starting to get sick of some of my summer clothes.
You
I was
were?
wearing the same things over and over and over. And now when you pull out your fall clothes, it's like a whole new wardrobe.
Well, when half your wardrobe is white shirts with dark stripes, it's kind of, you might not even be wearing the same thing, but you're like, I feel like I'm wearing the same thing. And people that work with you are like, does she own more than one shirt? Every day it's white shirt, black stripes.
Shut up, Josh.
What are you wearing today?
A white shirt with black stripes.
Yeah, these ones are vertical though.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, look at that. Fancy.
I pulled out some of my fall stuff going, oh, look at a whole new plethora of clothes that I get to choose from. Wow.
I like that you just store them in a garbage sack. Here they come.
Well, I don't typically, but I think that was probably because I was looking for a box because that's where I typically store stuff. And so I was in the shed looking for boxes and I went, okay, that's the box of clothes that don't fit that I'm keeping because one day I'll fit into them again. Where's that box? Where's that box? And then I went, maybe it's in this garbage sack. Why did I put it in the garbage sack? It must have been because I didn't have a box.
Well,
That's the only thing I can think of.
So throw it over your shoulder and hike it around the yard and then bring it in from the shed.
I was fine bringing it in. I wasn't schlepping around the backyard. It's so weird.
It kind of looked like you were schlepping it around the backyard. I really do feel like you were like, let's go. You're out of the shed. Let's carry you around.
No, I was happily carrying my bag of fall and winter stuff going. Except I did put on a shirt today. They probably need to be washed because it kind of smelled funny.
Like the shed.
Probably. Yeah. So.
It smells like it's been outside for a season or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could use a wash.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. It's probably a good idea. You know, it would be great.
What?
Do we have extra suitcases?
Yeah.
We used to. I don't know if we still do.
I think we got rid of them.
Store them in a suitcase.
Yeah, except I'll forget they're in there. Or I'll go to grab that suitcase and be like, oh, I'm going on a trip. Oh, drat. It's already full of clothes.
Not the one you actively use when you go on a trip. Don't we have like an extra duffel bag or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Garbage sack it is.
You sent me an Instagram post that is haunted houses for anxious people. It's a haunted house for anxious people.
Yeah.
And this fits me to a T. Every single one of these, I went, oh, that's terrifying. Ooh.
First of all, you walk in and it already started.
It started 10 minutes ago.
So you're already late, which
it.
you hate.
Hate it. Then you go into a room and it's a store that's about to close and you have to finish your shopping while the cashier is annoyed, tapping on the counter.
Like, come on.
Hate it. Then next room is a teacher randomly calling on people to read and you could be next. Gross. Then 30 minutes of small talk with a stranger.
Yes, your favorite.
And then it ends with a text that says, hey, call me.
Yep.
No, I hate all of those. Scary.
Spooky.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And then, one of the comments below was like, oh, it'll end with somebody asking if you'll join the planning committee for your high school reunion.
There you go.
Ugh.
Good one.
Terrifying. Now, I did see one for you.
Oh.
This is a haunted house for you.
All right.
A haunted house, but it's just room after room of people chewing loudly.
Ugh.
Different items, just chewing.
That's not even scary. That's just awful. Just loud chewers.
I was eating
bunch of mouth noise.
I was eating a gummy yesterday. It's a probiotic gummy.
Yes.
And it's chewy. And I walked into the bedroom just chewing loudly just to see how long it would take you to notice.
Oh, it was instant.
I got like steps into the door.
Yeah. No, I heard you coming down the hall.
And you said, what are you eating?
It was awful. Sounded like you had taken, remember Big League Chew?
Yeah.
Sounded like you had a cheek full of that. Like you just big old
It wasn't.
handful of Big League Chew in there.
My probiotic.
Like, good grief.
Scary.
It's not scary.
It is for you if you were in a haunted house.
It's not scary. It's just traumatic. It's not scary.
And you can't find your way out. So
Ugh.
you're just trapped in there with people chewing.
Just fall down into the fetal position and put my fingers in my ears and cry. Ugh. Gross. I hate it. And then, like, you'll see people it could be scrolling through a feed somewhere and you're watching videos and then somebody's, like, in the middle of eating something and they're, I just want to talk about this thing. I'm like, stop chewing.
Your mom purposely sends you
I know.
stuff.
Of, like, animals eating
chewing.
fruit. Slurping. I'm like, this is awful. It's so bad.
She loves you.
I know. That's why she gives me the gift of annoyance.
I was having a conversation with my mom last night.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, I see you on Facebook. And I said, she was referring to
Our
the
videos
videos that we post.
Okay.
And she said, you look so cute. And then she said, tell Josh to be nice.
What?
And I said, what do you mean? And she said,
I am nice.
She said, sometimes he acts like he's not so nice.
I don't think so. I think she needs to watch it through the eyes of me for once. She needs to rewatch a video and go, what is Josh feeling right now? My daughter needs to be nice to him.
I'm nice. You don't think that I'm nice to you?
No, I'm saying she needs to see it from both perspectives. She's looking at it as your mom and going like, hey, let her say what she wants. Nowhere in there, she's like, maybe he has a point.
No. She's my mom. She
I know.
has to be on my side.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe she should watch it through another set of eyes.
I don't know. We should ask your mom, and your mom will say, Chantel needs to be nice
Yeah,
to you.
be nice. You need to be nice.
I thought that was funny.
It is funny.
I don't think that you're mean.
I don't
Josh.
think so either. And I'm trying to, like, I'm looking through the videos that we've posted, and I'm trying to see, like, just on our shorts, for example, on YouTube, or same thing we post on Reels. Office chair yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mean.
No.
Nope. You being the coolest person on the planet because of your Doc Brown glasses.
Oh,
I'm not being mean.
Maybe that's it.
You look cool.
Because you were teasing me. She was probably like,
That's not being mean. Teasing isn't being mean.
Well, she thought it was. And my mom's got my back.
You were cranky when you were hungry.
She also did say, she goes, I just want to come on there and say just how lovely a person you are.
Oh, well, look how lovely.
My mom likes me.
That's very funny. Well, I'm glad she's keeping up, watching the videos. That's good.
Yeah.
If you don't follow us on socials, you should.
What
Classy
she
97
says-
KLCE, by the way.
What she says is, I listened to you on the radio. And I go, oh, you did? Because I've tried to. She doesn't pick up the station.
Well, and you can get the app,
But
and
I've
she could
tried
listen
to
on
show
the
her
app.
the app, but
Yeah.
she's not technologically savvy. So
Well, it's not super difficult. I mean, even if we install it for her, you don't think she could hit that button?
I have installed it for her.
So it's on her phone.
Yes.
So she could listen
Yes.
anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Okay.
So when she tells me, I listened to you on the radio, and I said, you did? And she goes, no, your video's on Facebook. I go,
That's a way different thing.
That's not the same thing, Mom.
Right. We should teach her about the podcast.
Oh, she'd be so confused.
And she could just listen the whole show. She'd be like, wow, you guys talk a lot. You guys talk about a lot of stuff.
Then she would just be mad at you more.
She'd either be mad at you.
Why would she be mad at me?
Because you're so mean to me.
No, she would never. My mom?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
She loves me.
Oh, man. What are you, the baby or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know.
I had to stop at the store last night to get a couple of things. And as I'm perusing in the aisles, I knew that we were going to be having a night in our house.
Last night?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch a scary movie with Emery.
Right.
And so I said, oh, let me get some snacks. So I'm looking down the ice cream aisle and I get ice cream and I get some chocolate syrup because I know that that's what Emery likes.
Yeah.
And then I kind of shifted. I was going to grab the hot fudge because that's my preference. But I know your preference is caramel. I also like caramel. And so I grabbed the caramel. And then later that night, we didn't end up watching the movie, and that's okay. But later that night, I was like, I'm kind of snacky.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought ice cream.
Right.
And then this other side of me goes, no, remember that you're trying to be healthier. You're trying to make healthier decisions. Remember, Chantel?
I heard you in the kitchen. I walk in the kitchen.
Yes.
I see you there preparing your lunch for today. And you were cutting vegetables. You had a cucumber out. You had all this stuff going. And I was like, hey, are you into having some ice cream? And you said to me, no, I've got to make better choices. I said, you bought it tonight with the intention of eating it tonight. What are you talking about? You're like, I made a bad snap decision at the grocery store. I'm trying to be better. All right.
So then I find in the closet, because I'm still snacky, I find in the closet a thing of dark chocolate. And I go, oh, dark chocolate's good for you. It's a healthier snack option. And I pull it out and I go, it doesn't even have caramel in it.
No,
like normally you can get
caramel,
dark chocolate with caramel in it or nuts or anything.
It was just dark
chocolate.
Yeah, 70% cacao.
Yeah. And I went, I'm still going to eat it.
Yeah.
And I ate a lot of it.
Did you? You know what you could have had? Ice cream.
I know. That's what I would have rather have had.
So you fell asleep before me last night. I wasn't quite ready to go to bed. You had tucked away and, snuggled out. I'm done.
Yeah.
Snoring.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And I was roaming around the house. Okay, whatever. And
I'm a lady. How dare you?
Sure. And then I had an ice cream sandwich.
You did?
Yeah. And it was delicious. So I still had ice cream.
I know. And as I'm eating that dark chocolate, I went,
wish this was ice cream.
I wish it was ice cream with caramel. And I think we have some cashews in the cupboard, so that would have even been better.
Yes, it would have been.
And I had plans when I was buying the ice cream at the store. I said, I think we have some Cocoa Pebbles, so I could sprinkle some Cocoa Pebbles over the top.
And we've got Nilla wafers aplenty.
We do.
We have all the things to make a delicious dessert. But nope, I'm being better. I got my vegetables. Caramel.
Google Photos will sometimes do here's what happened 5 years ago, and it'll show you memories from that time.
Right.
So yesterday it showed you a video of you picking up Emery. What year was that?
Oh, was it 2016 maybe?
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
So
it might have been 2016.
You show Emery and you say, look, Emery, I've been picking you up from school for a long time.
Forever.
And we watched the cute little video. And then she says, you are always late picking me up on early release Wednesdays.
I know. like, hey, thanks for doing that. Where was that? Nowhere to be found. You were always late on Wednesdays.
Critique.
I know. Yeah. Well, okay, my bad.
No, thanks for picking me up, Dad.
Also,
what a nice memory.
8 years ago. You're still hanging on to that. Yeah. I mean, the whole time I was in elementary school, you were late on Wednesdays.
You were late almost every day.
It's because I had a meeting on Wednesdays.
Yeah. I'm glad those early release days are long gone. Those were a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but also, like elementary school, am I right? Pickup lines?
Oh, ugh.
Drop-off lines?
Ugh. Gross. Agreed.
Ugh. Enough of that. I don't have to deal with that.
She's going to have to go to therapy for all the times you forgot
Apparently,
her at school.
she's going to be like, my dad was always late on Wednesdays. I hate Wednesdays because my dad was late on Wednesdays.
At most, she would have had to wait 5.
Oh, I know.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Never 10.
I remember having to wait an hour for my parents before.
And then what happened is
then you never
in
knew where
middle
they
school, she got a phone, and then there were times where she had to wait maybe 5 minutes while I was in traffic on my way to pick her up. And it was, where are you? How close are you? I'm like, dude, let me drive.
A constant stream of, how close are you? How long are you going to be? I'm cold.
I can't see you. I'm like, dude, you got to put it down.
Yeah, because in our day, it was like,
I hope someone comes to get me.
I hope somebody remembers me.
Or maybe I should start walking.
Yes.
That was really the thing, where it was like, I missed the bus. My parents are working. I'm walking home.
I guess I'm walking home.
I got to find my way to get home. I'm hoofing it.
Yeah, I never, ever. There was just never an option to call your parents. Even going back into the school, it was like, no, I can't. I can't call my mom would be furious if I called her at work.
I want to know how far it was for me to walk.
Oh.
From the school to my home.
From your elementary school?
No. I didn't ever walk from elementary. That wasn't going to happen. I was on the bus for that. That was fine. It was middle school or junior high when I was at Eagle Rock and had to walk to my house. It's a considerable distance.
I walked all the time in junior high. That was no big deal.
How close to your school, to your home, was the junior high school?
It was miles.
Uphill both ways, even?
Yes.
No way. You had one of those.
I did.
I want to know. I've got to figure out how to make Google do that, but I'm not going to do that while I'm trying to talk on the radio. But,
yeah, right.
But it's a ways. I bet it's probably 2.5 miles or so from the school to where I lived. It's at least 2 miles.
Okay, from my junior high to my house in Burley, it was 1 mile away.
Oh, boy. Okay, I figured out what I can do. So then I can do directions to...
This is riveting.
This is good stuff. This is really important.
From my elementary school to my house, it was less than a mile away.
If I went this way.
It felt longer than that.
Mine was 1.2 miles. It did feel longer than that. I said, just looking at the map, it looked like it was longer. But it was a 30-minute walk. It was a 30-minute walk from the middle school to my house.
It's because of your little legs.
Yeah.
And it was always probably really cold.
And there were days where it was slushy and cars would splash and slush because the road didn't have a sidewalk. It was
and then you were
terrible.
Crying. I can't believe my mom forgot me.
No, I can't believe I missed the bus. It's my own fault. This is my responsibility to get myself home. That's how it went. 1.2 miles uphill both ways in the snow, getting splashed by cars driving by. That was my childhood.
Well, I just keep in mind that our daughter's going to probably be in therapy soon
because I was late on Wednesdays.
Because you were late for Wednesdays to pick her up.
How could I?
That was traumatic.
How could I even be late on Wednesdays ever once?
Amory was asking you to do something last night.
Okay, so here's the deal.
I don't know what it was.
I helped her hang up some LED lights in her room, and a section of them, the little sticky part, was starting to fall down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And I just walked in and I was like, what are you doing? Saying hi, passing the hall. Hey, what's going on in here? And she said, look, and pointed. And I went, oh no, what are you going to do about that? And she was like, I can't reach it. And I said, neither can I. I'd have to go get a chair. Go get a chair. And she said, oh, but I'm just so warm. And she was all in her bed, all cuddled up. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I guess they're all just going to fall down. And she was very upset that I wouldn't just take care of it for her. And I said, no, you're capable. And she said, you're already in the kitchen. And she's yelling, you're already down there. You can just bring a chair. And I yelled back, no, your legs aren't broken. Because she's fully capable of getting a chair, standing on the chair, or getting the step stool, or getting the ladder. I don't care. Figure it out.
And then she says, You hate me because you won't do this
No.
for me.
And
you
that
said,
is not the case.
I'm enabling you because I know you can do it yourself. And
I am not enabling you because I've made you, Chantel, codependent because I'm like, I'll just fix it. I'll just take care of it. I will, whatever. And so for 20 some odd years, I've just been taking care of stuff. And now it's come like to the expectation of like, he just takes care of it.
Josh will just take care of it. Yeah.
Oh, I pulled the curtain weird and the curtain rod broke. I guess Josh will fix it. I know, every time. You're like, oh, no, the curtain rod thing broke again. And I'm like, seriously? And I can't stand looking at it because the curtain's hanging half off. It's just a disaster. So I have to hurry up and fix that. What's going on?
You've made me codependent. This is your fault.
Why do you just walk away from it? Like, nah, that'll do.
Because you just come in and fix it. And I know you will. So I just go, oh, Josh.
So I'm trying to make sure our daughter doesn't fall into the same trap. So I'm like, look, I know you know how to lift a chair and carry it to your room and stand on the chair and push the sticky LED stuff back up against the wall. I know you can handle that. It's not a big deal.
I appreciate that you're empowering her to do it for herself.
She was cranky the whole time, though.
Did she do it?
She did it.
Good job.
And she was like, I'm going to carry this chair. She brought the chair back. I said, did you get it? And
baby.
She just walks away silent. Like, I guess so. Tells me everything I need to know. So that's how it's going being dad in our house right now.
Yeah, you're kind of like solo.
I know.
At least when Beck was around, you had like the two of you could roll your eyes whenever the women in our family.
It's just me.
It's just you.
Dealing with two enabled people. It's my life. It's a good life. I'm not mad.
Okay.
I've got to work harder at empowering the two of you to do things on your own.
It's too late for me. Can't teach an old dog no tricks.
I'm not giving up hope. I know you can do stuff.
No, I don't want to.
You are so capable. You got down your own Halloween decorations.
Woo! The other night, I rolled over. I think it was probably closer to, it was early in the morning. It wasn't at night.
Was it over the weekend?
No. It was just the other night.
Okay.
And it's that moment where you know you're going to have to get up soon, but you also know that you've got a couple more minutes that you can stay cuddled up in bed.
Yeah.
And I rolled over and I went, oh, it was cold. Whatever you had was cold. And then I noticed it was your pillow.
All right, because we got those new pillows that stay cold. And they're real nice, but I must have had, because we have a pillowcase on them so they don't like freeze you out, but a portion of it must have been sticking out of the pillowcase.
Because it froze me out.
That's great. I remember hearing you say something about like, your pillow's freezing.
I think I just said, oh, your pillow.
Something to that effect, yeah. And
it was early.
I wasn't awake enough to know what was going on, but I sort of heard it. And so I remember thinking later, like, I should probably ask her about that pillow thing.
I thought it was a foot at first.
Why would my foot be clear up there?
That's what I couldn't
Was it your own foot?
It was not my own foot.
Stranger foot?
Oh.
It was a cold foot. What if it was a foot?
A stranger's foot?
Something's a foot. It's a cold pillow.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, I just rolled over. Pillow.
Huh.
And then I rolled back over and fell asleep for 5 more minutes.
You yelled, pillow, and then went back to bed.
Pillow.
Okay.
No, I think I went, and then I went, what is it? And then I went, pillow. So it was, pillow.
Well, you solved the mystery.
Keep your cold pillow out of my business.
You have the same cold pillow.
I do, but it's different when it's my cold pillow.
Oh, what if it was your cold pillow?
Because my cold pillow had my warm head on it. So my cold pillow was warm for my warm head. Your cold pillow didn't have anything on it, so it was still cold. So your cold pillow was just a cold pillow. Mm-hmm. It was a strange cold pillow.
All right. Or was it a foot? Why would you think of all the things it's a foot?
Because feet are cold. And so I thought that I rolled over onto a cold foot.
It didn't feel bony?
No.
It didn't
I just felt cold on my shoulder. I think that's where I hit it, was on my shoulder. And then I went, like that.
Pillow! it where it belongs.
And then I just rolled over and went,
yeah, back to sleep. Okay. Well,
back to Slumber Town.
good job solving the mystery.
Call me Scooby-Doo. Some vegetables in the fridge that they were pre-cut, pre-packaged. And
the little containers?
Yeah, and they had a little dipping thing of ranch in there. And I noticed that I had kind of forgotten that they were there. So the vegetables were bad.
Okay.
But the ranch packets were still good.
I saw they were stacked up in the fridge. There were like 3 of them stacked up.
Yeah. So I took them out of there, threw the vegetables away, and saved the little ranch packets because I know that you guys eat ranch.
Sure.
And then my question is it stupid to save all of these little restaurant packets that we get sometimes and all of these little ranch dipping things and all of these little hot sauce packets that you get from these fast food places? Is that smart or is that wasteful?
I think it's resourceful because I know that we have needed...
Is it resourceful or wasteful?
We have like a gallon Ziploc bag full of different sauce packets, like hot sauces from different places and stuff.
It's come in handy in time or two.
It definitely has, because sometimes you go to the restaurant and you drive through or whatever, and you go home to eat, and you don't have enough sauce. They only gave you 1 or 2 packets, and you're like, what? I need more. And then you go to the big gallon Ziploc bag and you crack that bad boy open and you go, look, I have all the sauces.
Good thing I saved all of this.
Yeah. Now, I know they probably expire and some of them have to be refrigerated, but the ones that they just sit out in a bucket at the restaurant, they're probably just fine to stick in a Ziploc bag in the pantry.
Sometimes in our pantry, in our personal collection, the sauce packets have gotten a hole in them, and then it's leaked over all of the other sauce packets.
I haven't noticed that.
And that's a gross, disgusting mess.
I haven't seen that happen.
No, you wouldn't have.
Why?
Because I see it, and then I clean it up.
Oh.
That's all. So you're saying it's resourceful.
I am saying that it has come in handy more times than I've had to move the bag out of the way to find something else.
That's true. And those little ranch packets?
Yeah.
Because I think there were 4 or 5 of them in there that I had to throw away, the vegetables. The celery was all brown. The broccoli was brown. I could smell the vegetables.
That's gross.
That were sealed in there. I was like, ugh. But I carefully cut out all of the ranch packets.
Well, they're
and said
nice.
My family's
They
gonna
look
use
good
these.
Stacked up in there.
And now it's no 8-ounce
No, you're
tub
right.
of ranch.
It is not the 8-ounce one to dip your hamburger in, but
I think you'll be okay.
Small sliders, maybe.
Or a carrot.
Or why a vegetable?
Because
what? I want to dip meat in it.
Josh, you should probably eat a vegetable.
Or pizza.
You should probably eat a vegetable.
Or chicken.
Have a vegetable.
What is a vegetable?
Exactly.
I like vegetables. You made dinner the other night and there were green beans you said you didn't like. You said they weren't great, and so I didn't have any of those.
They were old. I think they were just old.
What's with our old veggies?
Well, we forget that they're in there because we don't open that vegetable crisper very often.
There's vegetables in there, I heard.
There is.
There's fruit in the other one.
The fruit one gets open a lot. We open the fruit one. The vegetable one, forgotten about.
When you say we, who's we?
Emery.
And you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's 2. That is a we.
You don't open the fruit crisper?
No.
You should eat some fruit.
I open it to get out limes when I'm cooking and making guacamole and stuff.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
There's blueberries in there. Huh. There's oranges in there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What do you know about that? We have fruit.
And vegetables.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Huh. A whole bag of carrots?
Yeah.
No way. On the microphones, if you want to talk on the radio, that's the trick. You got to push the right buttons, and then you add a little music, and then you put on your headphones. There you go.
I got it.
And then you say, would you rather this or that?
Okay. Would you rather walk through cobwebs?
Oh, I hate that.
Or drink a witch's brew?
What's in the witch's brew? What's it going to do?
Know.
Is it a magic spell?
You don't
know.
Will
it turn me into a newt?
You don't know.
Or is it just like that Halloween punch with the Sprite
green
and dry ice in it? Is it just that? Because I'll drink that. That sounds nice. I'd rather drink the little punch bowl stuff than walking through cobwebs.
But you don't know what it's going to be. So the witch's brew is in a cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
There's some dry ice in there, so it's, foggy. And you don't necessarily know what's in it. And the house that you're in is a little sketch, meaning it's a little bit dirty.
All right, here's the deal.
So you don't know what's necessarily in the witch's brew.
Witch's brew can refer to a potion made by witches. It could also be a health tonic or a punch. In potions, they've used herbs and things to create potions for centuries for healing, changing appearances, and making people fall in love.
Oh.
Some common ingredients, because I was reading the next word, some common ingredients include marigold, mint, rose hips, sage, rosemary, thyme, lavender, and chamomile. So that's the potions. As a health tonic, witch's brew.
Oh, yay.
Stuff like turmeric, pepper, ginger, garlic, saffron. That's expensive. And cinnamon. But everybody's mad about it. Have you heard about that?
No.
Saffron?
No, why?
Oh, everybody's mad about saffron.
Everybody's mad about it.
A witch's brew punch can be made for Halloween parties. Look, I'm not mad about any one of these three things being the witch's brew.
You were saying the ingredients in witch's brew. I felt like you were just saying the lyrics to Scarborough Fair by Simon and Garfunkel.
No, that's a different.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
That's well done. And also, I'm just mad about Saffron, another song, which is the one I actually intend. Anyway, I'm picking the witch's brew.
You are?
Yeah.
I'd rather walk through cobwebs.
Gross.
I ain't drinking stuff that I don't know what's in it. Ooh. Cobwebs.
Okay.
It's Halloween season.
Uh-huh.
And these are deep cut monsters from folklore to terrify you.
Oh.
These are monsters that you've probably never heard of.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Well, let's find out.
Let's get scared, shall we? Fairies is number one on this list.
I've heard of fairies.
Okay, but these fairies are not necessarily the ones that you're thinking of. These are not the sprinkle sunshine and fairy dust
No,
everywhere.
I was talking about the boats that get you across from one shore to the other. What are you talking about? Haunted fairies.
Haunted fairies that steal kids.
Where do they take them?
Somewhere to suck blood out of them.
Whoa, that's awful.
Scary, right?
Yeah, I don't care for that.
That's like folklore, deep folklore. Fairies were scary. Then there's this guy who I'm going to pronounce this completely incorrectly. He's a Greek god.
Okay.
And he was a creature that had way too many of pretty much every body part. Specifically, he had 100 hands and 50 heads.
Whoa. He had 100 hands?
Yes.
On how many arms?
I don't know how many arms. Probably 100 arms. 100 hands.
The 100-handed one.
Did you see him?
No, I didn't see him. He had 100 arms with 100 hands and 50 heads.
Yeah.
And there were several of them, actually. That's terrifying.
Terrifying, right?
That guy's way scary.
How do you pronounce his name? Hecaton?
Well, so they were a type of... they were like a species. They were the children of earth and sky. Yeah, they were huge and strong, and they helped Zeus and the Olympians overthrow the Titans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Next on the list is a thing called a black shuck. It is basically a werewolf, but...
A werewolf?
Yeah, but he didn't follow, this type of werewolf didn't follow what? What did I say?
You said werewolf the second time. The first time you said werewolf, which I'm just going to say, anything called a werewolf, kind of cute. Not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, you're a big werewolf? How?
Werewolves of London.
Werewolves.
Okay, this werewolf didn't follow the lunar calendar, so he didn't necessarily change.
Oh, he doesn't.
According
he doesn't
to the
have
moon.
to have the full moon. Okay,
but it was a massive dog. By some accounts, as big as a horse with glowing red eyes that roamed around, ripping people to shreds.
Wow, that guy's crazy.
And apparently his steps are so silent, you can't even hear it coming.
He's a sneaky boy.
Then there's a Japanese woman that they called the slit mouth lady, where her mouth is from ear to ear. Her smile goes from ear to ear.
I'm not a fan.
So typically, this woman looks mostly normal outside of her mouth. and then she covers her mouth with a mask.
No.
And she'll come up to you and say,
No.
am I beautiful?
Nope.
If you say no, then
I'm not doing it.
dead on the spot.
I don't like it.
If you say yes, she'll wait and kill you later.
Oh, well, good. Turns out great. They have turned that into a couple of different scary movies, it looks like, and I'm not a fan.
And then the last
no good.
creature.
No good. I don't care for that at all.
Scary is
I'm
the
not having a good
Wendigo.
time. The what?
The Wendigo.
Okay.
Much like a zombie, it's a regular human who accidentally tried human flesh.
Oh,
and then
accidentally.
was just like, no,
as you do.
I can't stop.
No, this is wild.
So now they roam the wilderness with an insatiable hunger.
Yeah. And they have like a skull head, like an animal skull with horns on the head.
Yep.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of any of these, so thanks for ruining my day.
Spooky.
I don't like your spooky stuff at all. No, thank you.
I know you don't, but
Ugh.
I do. I like spooky things.
Yeah, well, good for you. On that terrifying
that's
thing,
gonna do
we're
it
going to do
for
it for the
us.
show. We're going to be done. I'm going to go find a palate cleanser. I'm going to go look at baby rabbits or something. Something cute. A werewolf. I don't know. Something. I got to go do something else. Have a great day. Check out the podcast everywhere you get podcasts. You can listen to Wake Up Classy 97. We've got it on our website as well if you want to check it that way. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Twitter. We're now on YouTube. Wake Up Classy 97 everywhere at Classy 97 KLCE. You can find us. Just search us out. Follow us everywhere. Check out our videos. Subscribe where you can. Thumbs up things.
Subscribe where you can.
Yeah, what do they say? Wherever you can. If you pull up a thing and it says subscribe, click that button.
Click it.
Yeah. See what happens.
Click it.
Yeah.
Don't risk it.
You'll get notifications when we post stuff. It's a whole thing. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning on your Friday.
Bye.
Stay warm.
Oh, yeah, and dry.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.